Next up, we have The Reckoners by Navo Games.
Yeah, I am so excited for this one.
So what is it?
So this is a cooperative game for 1 to 6 players by Navu Games, as you say, and it's all based in the world of Brandon Sanderson's sort of superhero books, I think it is, and his kind of world. Sam will fill me in and make things all better in a second anyway. But yeah, this is set in a world where all these epics, these superheroes, have turned evil, and you are playing as the Reckoners, who are extraordinary human beings that are sent to hunt down and kill epics. So pretty awesome job, pretty deadly as well, I'd imagine. But yeah, so this is a game where you have a whole bunch of different epics set out on the tabletop. You'll be rolling dice for each of them, and then you'll be using your character's skills and rolling dice of your own and sort of mitigating things with a little bit of luck in order to try and beat each of them, learn about their weaknesses, and then eventually take down the main bad guy, which is called Steelheart. And as the game's going on, the city that you're protecting, which is called New Cargo, is getting attacked and the population is going down at the same time. So this is going to be a little bit of a thinker, a very heavily focused cooperative experience. So you've got a lot of thinking to do in this, a lot of sort of machinations to go around in. But the big thing is, as well, is that, of course, this is solo play as well. So if you're interested in playing a game that is also a little bit of a solo experience, you've got that to look forward to. They've also thrown in a whole bunch of really cool miniatures as well. So you can get your hands on some really cool character miniatures. And, of course, there's a big cool miniature for Steelheart himself. So yeah, and now I will let Sam explain why this world is so cool.
I actually just finished reading this series a few weeks ago, and this was my first delve into Brandon Sanderson. And the whole world, what happened was there was an event called Calamity where this red star appeared in the sky. And
Nibiru!
No, this time.
Okay.
We know what happened. Random people started exhibiting superpowers. But the problem is, every single one of these people called epics is evil.
Oh.
Yes, every single one.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
So is it the transformation turns them evil, or is it just the evil people become
I don't want to say much because I don't want to give away what goes on in the book, but that whole thing is explored. One of Sanderson's great skills is delving into the background of ideas. He's well known for coming up with the solid magic systems, setting out exactly what magic can and can't do in his fantasy books. And it's similar with superheroes here. But it's very interesting because every superhero, every epic, has their powers, and they can have multiple powers, and some of them are very strange. Or they can, and they all have a weakness as well. So right at the beginning of the book, there's one called Fortuity, who has the ability. He has luck manipulation. It's almost impossible to kill him because he knows when the shot is coming. He just
lucky. Yeah,
exceedingly lucky. But his weakness is attractive women.
Right.
Yeah, and there's countless other ones. Like there's one guy, Curveball, very minor epic. His ability is just to shoot a gun without ever having to reload. Ever. And at the other end of the spectrum, there is Steelheart, the tyrant of New Cargo, who can summon energy beams, fly around, impenetrable skin, super strong. He's what's known as a high epic.
Now, the key to this, we have a world that is full of sci-fi worlds and fantasy worlds and things like that. Whenever you said that every one of them is evil, that absolutely caught my attention. And because there's a train of thought, Justin, right?
Oh, we're going for a front stage melter?
Yeah, we're going to go for a little bit of a front stage mind melter.
Right.
I don't think it'll melt your mind too much, though. But there is a train of thought within psychology and stuff like that that we are all inherently have evil, and we will gravitate towards it. What's the famous saying? Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
So I actually find that notion that everybody who's an epic, there is no such thing as a good epic, because once you have those levels of power, you will always gravitate towards using it for evil.
There's so much. The books delve into this, and there's so much I want to say right now, but I can't because I don't want to spoil it for people.
Okay.
I probably will have to go and read this just from the description you've given. It's got me curious.
That is absolutely fascinating.
My favourite thing, and the characters you play as in this game, you're playing as the Reckoners, normal people who study the epics to find out how to fight them.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of how how this game works, is that what you'll be doing is you'll be rolling the dice for each of the individual epics, and then you'll be rolling your own dice and assigning those from your cooperative pool of characters in order to try and cancel their dice, take them out of the pool, stop them from doing certain effects, and also, as Sam was saying, finding out their weaknesses for each of them so that you can eventually take them down and work your way up towards Steelheart. So it's got some very interesting mechanics going on there in terms of dice and luck and stuff. So.
The mechanics sound great, and the actual components, I've got them up on the screen here.
Yeah.
Actually, are really cool, because you've got nice molded plastic that you're then putting inserts into.
Yeah,
the top
for your trays. Yeah.
Yeah, which looks like a really nice touch to this game.
Yeah, it's interesting, because everybody has their thing that would take them to do something evil. It almost takes us back to. I would love to do it. But it's, even for me, I'd be highly reluctant to do this. Would be to explore with you, Justin. What would it take to take you to your evil side? It's something. Do you know what? We would never do it on camera, actually, because it just wouldn't be something I'd ever want anybody to see. But trust me,
we can have that conversation.
You would have a limit at which point even you. And like me and you are superheroes, man. We're the ones riding around in ice cream trucks, saving everybody from the zombie apocalypse. But there is a limit, and that even me and you would find it where we would become Negan.
Well, quite frankly, the greatest fear to turn anyone evil is to be able to live a life without consequence, because then everything is meaningless. Therefore, you can do anything and never feel bad about it.
I don't know. I think if I were told that I could live a life without consequence, I still have something within me. I don't think that would be enough.
I think that would be a trigger for a lot of people, though.
It would be, but I don't think for me. But I know that I would have a limit as well. I would have a limit, a fairly easily reached limit. Because there are people that I love immensely within my life. And I think, I would go Liam Neeson on them pretty damn quick.
There's your other major trigger, though. The justification of a crime, saying that the ends are justified, even though the means are horrifying.
Yeah.
So we're actually starting to discuss that.
Right. Anyway, it's a really interesting one, that.